culture. How you feel about corporate culture? I never thought I was a corporate girl. I never thought,
Corporate culture.
for real. I never thought that I was a corporate girly before until I.
That's good, YouTube. Missouri Innocent. We right back with another episode of Tech Sales Heroes. Today gonna be more of a fun episode, so y'all just kick back, relax, enjoy the content, get the valuable information, and apply it. So we talking about the top 10 best parts of tech sales, or what we enjoy the most, what we appreciate the most. So before you clicked on this video, you see I got Tia with me, my co-host. We was gonna have to bring up the money. So before we start, Tia, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited about this episode and I'm ready to get into it. I'm fired up.
So yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. So the money is the first thing that we want to talk about, but we got to really have some caution when we approaching this subject because we don't want people to get into it just for the money. So
That's
as a disclaimer, I'm gonna say get into something because you're passionate about it, because that's how you're gonna excel. If I try to get into coding because I see them, it get it bad. If I'm not built to be a coder staring at the screen all day, it ain't gonna be successful for me because it's gonna be people that's doing that for fun. So me, I like to talk on the phone for fun. So what am I doing on tech sales? I'm talking on the phone. I'm on a computer right now. I like being on the computer. I do that for work. So it got to be aligned with your passions. However, it's a very lucrative job opportunity. So entry level BDRs can make 80 to 90K average. That's what they say. Account executive is somewhere around 180K. VP of sales, business development manager, they all making $100,000. Then once you get to enterprise account executive, they can make upwards to $1 million. So the money is great. It's the highest paying job I ever got, and I say, I say, the money is amazing, but it's sales, so you got to be able to balance. That's the biggest thing. It's all about balance. You get more of a work-life balance. You get more freedom. You get more of a lot of things. But yeah, so that's the money. It is a bad. I've seen more what we would call struggle roles. They might start around anywhere from 30 to 50K, but that's a struggle role. Like that's you can even do some roles freelance, meaning you're not getting no base salary, you all commission, but on average, I say that's where you're gonna be is around that 80, 90K as a BDR. All right, T, I'm gonna kick it off to you.
absolutely. Those were all really great points as far as like making the salary and all that. What I had was the fact that it's remote work. that
Wait,
work
what'd you
from
say?
that work
Oh
from
yeah,
home
yeah.
aspect, listen, you cannot beat that. Like, and honestly, like with the work from home aspect, a lot of companies I've heard have been moving back to going back to the office. So tech sales is just going to be one of those careers, or honestly anything in tech where you can still get an opportunity working from home. So that's gonna be the top one for me. Even if you start at a 40K base plus commission, let's just say hypothetically, you really do have to factor in the fact that you're not having to travel, right? Because gas is really expensive, let's be honest. So you don't have to factor in that travel. You don't have to worry about spending money out for food unless you just want to DoorDash and Uber Eats. All of those things are, things that I think about when I'm thinking about like making a decision on work from home opportunities.
Yeah, remote work is definitely a blessing when it comes to remote work. You don't gotta spend time on the road. I know people that gotta drive 40 minutes to and from. So that's an hour, 20 minutes you're gonna spend just on the road. So that's an hour, 20 minutes you can spend on the phones, emails. I booked 2 meetings in an hour, 20 minutes this last week. So you can do a lot of, and then you got to think about the wear and tear on your car, the frustration of having to go through that. You might get in an accident trying to drive. So it's a blessing. Then you got to think about if you move. So for example, let's say you somebody that's you trying to start a new chapter in your life. You finna skip states, you can do that and still keep your same job. You don't got to transition into a new role and have to completely restart from fresh with everything. Another thing is the benefits. So that's the second thing on my list is going to be the benefits. When it comes to the benefits, My benefits is crazy, and I'm in just a regular role. I'm not in some of these top tier, most elite roles. So in my role, I get a 1K health and development. So that means I could spend that on. I could get me a whole gym system. I could get me a membership to a certain gym. I could buy me whatever I want to spend. If it as long as it's health and wellness related, I can spend $1,000. They gonna reimburse that. Also, I get 1K learning and development, meaning if I want to get a sales coach, a mentor, a trainer, if I want to get some boot camp, some books, anything that's related to the advancement of my sales at that company, I can spend that money towards. So spend that money, get it reimbursed. Also, when it comes to dental, vision, medical, you get your own lawyer. They got a package you can pay a little extra for where they going basically you get a I forgot what they call it, like a municipal ain't the word I'm looking for, but basically like a lawyer for like traffic citations. It could be more serious things as long as it's not work related. They gonna provide that lawyer for you. So it's a blessing. And for my dental, like I just went to the dentist, is no deductible, so I'm not paying nothing out my pocket. I'm not paying nothing monthly, and I get to take care of myself. So when you in tech, you get these certain benefits, and it's normal to you. But a lot of y'all watching this, y'all like, man, my job don't got all that, so you can take it for granted. Another thing is they even basically give you life insurance. So the benefits is amazing. That's something that I definitely say I appreciate a lot.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't wait. I was just sitting here nodding my head like, mm-hmm.
No, you
Mm-hmm.
good.
No, but that's so true. Like with my company as well. And this is standard. Like y'all have to remember these benefits are standard for any organization. Like for most, it does come with a benefit package. Like as Ari said, like for us, what we have is very similar. Like we have a certain spend that you could spend towards education. You could spend it. We have like different amounts for each category. And then like for his company it's that way, but for mine you can either get reimbursed or they have like a store that you can shop on. Like I didn't have a desk or anything like that when I first started. I had like a tiny one actually, but they had a store, and then because you can like spend this certain amount towards whatever you're needing, you can just shop right from that store and it gets sent to your house. um Stock options, you know what I'm saying? You get company stock, they give you like a certain amount. So now you become an investor. Now that's a second stream of income that you have aside from your paycheck. They give you medical benefits, which everybody knows is like a big thing. Like, some of these companies pay 100% on that. You know what I'm saying? Life insurance, like just all types of different type of benefits. So I can definitely co-sign on what Zuri is saying and say absolutely. The benefits is one of the biggest perks, I would say, to working in tech. Just because of everything that you get. Like I've never been in the industry before that gives you money towards learning or towards your office setup or towards, health and wellness, where you could just get a gym membership on them or whatever on them. So I have the next one is gonna be relationship building. Um, so since I've been in this industry, I've met so many people, and the connections that I've made are not like a fly by night connection. I feel like because we all use course careers, and even if you didn't attend course careers, just the fact that like you're trying to break into tech and we're like all in this together, we've made these lasting relationships where we've been able to build with each other. We check in on each other. And it's like positive relationships. So if you come from like a background where you just don't have that, and this is your first time trying to branch out into something this big or really considering like changing your entire life, this is for you, because you will build those positive relationships that you're going to need moving forward into your career. Like you need positive relationships, you need positive connections. When I first started, I didn't have no friends at my work at my job, and I work remote. And like me and these other two women, we now message each other. Like I referred someone to my company that got hired. I talk to him every day. Me and Zuri talk. Like it builds so many no, like you so many relationships, right? And it's for the betterment of it's like benefiting your life path because you're making a change in your trajectory.
Nah, 100%. Nah. I probably done built some of the most relationships when it comes to business or career wise off LinkedIn and off tech sales. I only got into LinkedIn heavy because of tech sales. So that's another gem for y'all. I'm gonna have my LinkedIn in the description, Tia's LinkedIn in the description. If you need help getting into tech sales, reach out to either one of us. But so build relationships. It was somebody that I had reached out to when I had first got into tech sales. Basically, like, oh, can you point me in the right direction? I don't know what I'm doing. Can you give me the blueprint, this and that? He was like, just keep doing what you're doing. Be bold and network. That's one of the best things somebody can tell you. That's one of the be bold in the network. You need to look at LinkedIn like it's $1 million sitting in your hand. So you need to constantly be if I go to my LinkedIn message, you should be able to scroll down like this, and yeah, you see all the messages. That's still the same day. Today, you done texted 100 people, networking, people at the jobs that you're trying to work at. The next thing is freedom. Freedom is something I really experienced in the career sense when it comes to tech sales. So, and my last, I don't worked a whole bunch of jobs. Lifeguard, I was a manager at a pizza place, manager at a valet place, whole bunch of warehouse jobs, Chick-fil-A. So working all these different jobs, you gotta drive to work first of all. You gotta clock in a certain time. You got a manager breathing over your back, micromanaging you. When you doing tech sales, you're gonna come in here. They like, look, here your computer, here your headset. Get to work. This is your number for the week. Everything after that, you own your own. Now, depending on what type of company you at, because every single company is different. So in my first company, everything was completely self-sourced and prospecting, meaning that I'm gonna find these companies, I'm gonna go to Google, I'm gonna search in the name, I'm gonna see the exact company, I'm gonna look at the website, look at their operations, see if they compatible with us, see if they're ICP, PLC, all that good stuff. Then I'm gonna implement them into Zoom Info, build a sales cadence, then I'm gonna call and email them off of that. So I was doing everything myself. My current company is more automated in the sense that we just go to Zoom Info, look at our task, and they supposed to be on there already. So we just call, call, call. We can get a high volume of calls in. So every company is gonna be completely different, but both companies, I pretty much had complete flexibility. Now, if you at a tech sales company that don't got this type of freedom, you at the wrong company because this is something that you should have. The best way that I look at it, it was one of my current managers. I ain't gonna say his real name. I'm gonna call him Tommy. He was he was one of them people like he was a good salesperson. You could just look at him and tell he was a good salesperson. I had asked him, I was like, "Do you like being?" Because he was a like a head of sales type at this time, but he meant to come in as director of customer success. But my company didn't have no good sales leader, so they put him in as a sales leader. I asked him like, "Do you like customer success more or sales?" He was like, I think I told him like, oh, a lot of people say they rather do customer success is easier. He's like, yeah, it's easier, but in sales you get a lot more freedom. He said, in sales you just got to you got to hit your number. So if I hit my number, I can hunt, but I hit my number already. So you got the freedom now. Of course, you only gonna be as good as the work that you put in. So the person that go harder, make that extra call, stay in that extra hour, coming in early, leaving late. The person with that dog in him, that's the person that's gonna be the most successful, of course. So if you ain't built like that, if you ain't the type of person that's gonna wake up every single day and go hard, you can try it, but it might not be for you because it's sales. It's gonna take that. As they say, you can only eat what you can hunt and kill.
That's powerful. That's really, really powerful. Um, yeah, I mean, I agree 1,000%. Everything you said on point.
100%.
Yeah. So what I want to bring up next is corporate culture. How you feel about corporate culture? I never thought I was a corporate girl. I never thought,
Corporate culture.
for real. I never thought that I was a corporate girly before until I got here, and I was like, wait a minute, like, what is this change in
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a whole different lifestyle than what I was living before. Like as an entrepreneur, I'm used to like grinding and like stuff is honestly when you're an entrepreneur or you just used to the hustle or just getting money, selling whether selling things, you have a product or you have a service, you get used to that mindset of like I don't know. It's like, and everything is not even organized. Like you just get up and you think you feel like you're doing something, but it's not because once you come over to the corporate culture, things are so organized. Like everything's there for you. Like Zuri said, you know, the current company that he's at, he comes, everything's on his calendar. He knows exactly what to do. You're still getting your freedom because nobody's going to be breathing down your neck. You are required to do a certain amount of dials as in tech sales. You do have to do like a certain amount of dials. That's because there's an expectation. They provide metrics for you, so basically they give you the roadmap to success. We want to say it's like guidelines or boundaries, but it's actually the roadmap to success. They're giving you the blueprint. They're like, okay, this is how many dials it's going to take you to do X, Y, and Z, and that's why this is what our requirement is. But essentially, you're running your own desk, right? It's like
yeah.
you're literally running your own desk. You're running your own business. If you have that mindset that you're running your own business and you bring that to corporate, you're about to make crazy money. You're about to be on a whole nother level because people are looking at this as a job. When you put that mindset that you had from before, like I said, whatever background you're coming from, whether it be entrepreneurship or, just hustling, like having two, three jobs, having that mentality getting into sales, um, and you bring that to corporate, listen, it's a whole nother ball game. I love the culture, and the culture in tech is super laid back. Like some people come still like if they feel like it with their blue collar, however they feel. But there be people in the meetings with a do rag on, a white tee.
I ain't
Like
seen that one yet.
I seen that. You know what? At my last job, this girl would come to the meeting every morning with her bonnet on, but nobody cares because like we're doing our job. There is a lot of tech companies that, yeah, we're gonna have a roundup, but it's respect for everyone's culture. It's respect for everyone's background, so there was nothing ever brought up about that. As long as people are performing and they're doing their jobs, you're gonna do well. Like corporate culture in 2024, especially in tech, is so different than I've ever seen. And so I wanted to bring that up as something that is positive. Like, how do you go to work? How do you like? Do you wear a hoodie? Like, how are you coming to work?
Me personally, I'm 6'6", 6'7", dark skin, deep voice, beard. I'm melanated, so
You guys-
no, no, I'm gonna keep it above. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's just say corporate. That's what we talking about right now. So I wouldn't be keeping it real if I didn't keep it real. So
Okay.
corporate is gonna be easier for certain people, and that's the nicest,
I
nicest, simplest, best way I could put it. So me, I'm a dress to impress, come presentable. I'm gonna wear pretty much a collar shirt or a polo every single day. I'm only in 3 meetings a week, so it ain't nothing to put on a collared shirt for the meeting and then take it right off. So you never gonna catch me just like wearing a Nike Tech or a t-shirt. I might wear a t-shirt if it's like a professional looking t-shirt, like a navy blue, dark blue. But that's just me. But it is very laid back. My whole team just be chilling, like wearing t-shirts. So as far as corporate, if you get a nice team, you need to pay attention to the people that you interviewing with, like they energy, they vibe. You need to reach out to people that's working at the company. So let's say I wanted to work at Gong. I'm gonna look at who worked there. I'm gonna reach out to the SDRs and pick their brain, hop on calls with them, all that good stuff. So I feel like the culture can be amazing. You also can come through a high level of racism if you meet some high level, highly racist people. Like, that's just the real world. So one thing I did want to piggyback on is that you was talking about like the business skills. You was like, oh, it's basically running your own business. So that's the next one I want to talk about as far as a plus. Something I liked a lot about tech sales was the ability to run your own business or get the skills to run your own business. So I'm gonna break this down on a level y'all probably ain't heard it being broke down before. So I started my own business from the skills that I got from tech sales. So I just told y'all what I would do for tech sales. I would find these companies, go to their website, see if they're a good fit, get a sales intelligence platform, get their contact information, put them into a sales cadence. So that's all cold outreach. I did the same thing when I started my business. So I started off just reaching out to people, helping them out on LinkedIn out of the kindness of my heart. I like being like, you know what? I know this. I know for a fact I know exactly what I'm doing. So I can reach out to anybody and help them. So even Tia, I helped her. Anybody I reached out to that I can, that I needed help, I helped them. That's something I enjoy doing. So it came naturally in the sense I just started helping people. Then I realized like, okay, I know it's so the same way that I was prospecting for the job is the same thing as searching on LinkedIn. Oh, aspiring SDR to find people that's looking to be a BDR. Then the same way I'm cold calling them, saying the right things to get them to a meeting is the same way I say, "Were you still looking to get into tech sales? Oh, okay, I'm a tech sales coach and mentor. Like, let's hop on a call. I'll teach you everything I know." So that's a script I just created for myself. LinkedIn, completely self-sourced and generated pipeline. My own script, self-sourcing business into the pipeline. Get them on a presentation. Do a PowerPoint. That's basically like, I mean, not a PowerPoint, a presentation. That's basically like an AE. Then I close them. So I just did the whole sales cycle from BDR to AE, start to close, all from what I learned in the job. So that's another amazing thing that tech sales provide is a business acumen.
No, and I can definitely speak to that. Absolutely. Like it does provide that. Like for someone now that was how it kind of worked for you. For me, how it kind of worked was I'm not gonna lie, like when I first took the course, I was still trying to connect the dots. And it took me a minute to put everything together. But once I did, I was like, oh, I've been doing this. Like this is something I do on a regular. It's just I'm doing it with a different product. I'm doing it with a different service, right? In my case, it was vegan food because I have a vegan restaurant and vegan products and services. Um, so once I was able to connect the dots and really understand like what it is that I was doing, I was like, okay, like it kind of worked backwards for me because I already was doing the selling part. Now I got to put the tech with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the knowledge, knowing what a gatekeeper is or like all of the terminologies that they teach you at course careers. I needed to know all of that stuff because you have to know the language. Otherwise, they're gonna be talking to you about something. You're gonna be like, "What is he saying? Like, what does that even mean?" You know what I mean? That's kind of how it worked for me. At the point when I met you, I was ready to give up, though. I just felt like it wasn't for me.
Talk
I was
about it. Talk about it. I feel like we ain't really talked about that on the video. Talk about that whole encounter.
Yeah, I was about to give up on it. That was my last. I was like, I'm about to give this. I got a good week left in me because I had already finished course careers, and I kept seeing on LinkedIn everybody was like, finished course careers. Oh, boom, got this new job, got this job, got this job, and I'm not. I'll clap for you, but I want to clap for you because I'm visualizing myself being in that position. You feel me? So when I spoke to, by the time Zuri hit me up and I responded to him, our first conversation was like, I think I'm just about to look for something in recruiting. Like, I don't think this is for me. And he was like, no, I got you. Like, let's give it some time. Like, let's schedule a meeting. I'll help you out. And I kid you not, was it 1 week or 2 weeks? Because I can't, it's like blurry in my mind right now. It was within the span of 2 weeks I got my first job in the industry. So when we're coming and we're talking to y'all about this, like I'm living that it works. Because when you put that money up at the time, you're thinking like $400, like what if I don't even get a job? But you have to not worry about that part. You have to just invest in yourself. And after you finish investing yourself there, it doesn't stop. You have to get a coach and mentor. Why is that? Because this is all new to you. It's new information. It's a new career. It's a new path. Like you need to know exactly what to do. Who wants to waste all that money and then just not land a role or take that chance? So, long story short, I ended up landing a role. I think it was like within the span of either a week or 2 weeks. And I have from there gone from my initial, like the first job, and then now I'm an account executive. So if I would have given up, then I wouldn't be at the position I'm at now, where I'm actually like at a much higher level with uncapped commission, closing deals every week. You know what I'm saying? Everything we ran down for y'all, company culture, where it's like super laid back. Like I come with my sweater or whatever. This is how I normally come to work. Like just, like a little cute sweater or whatever. But anyway, benefits, you know what I'm saying? Company match with the 401k, stock options. Like these are things that I don't feel like people are aware that this is available to you. But there's steps that you got to take. I feel like I went on a tangent, but it was necessary for me to say that.
So y'all pay close attention to what she just told y'all. She said she met me. She was doing recruiting. She didn't see no success stories, so she wanted to give up on tech sales. I told her like, no, I like it. I got you. 2 weeks later, she landed a role. So if you want them same results, reach out to me. Zuri Henderson. I'm gonna have my LinkedIn in the bio. I'm teaching you everything. I'm teaching you how to anything you could possibly want to learn in tech sales. I'm teaching you, and if I'm not teaching you, you can ask me, and I'm gonna learn it and teach you how to optimize your resume, how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to self-source your own interviews, how to reach out to people on LinkedIn, how to cold call, how to cold email, the scripts, what to say in an interview, what questions to ask in an interview, how to prepare for an interview, how to fully optimize everything. Every single detail of this whole process, I got it broken down. I even got a whole book I made called a Tech Sales Dictionary where I'm breaking everything down step by step with a table of contents that perfectly correlates anything that you want in tech sales at your hands, at your disposal. So fully supportive and encouraging. Coaching mentorship, that's a one-on-one mentorship, limited time. I ain't gonna have the time for it forever, but a lot of people do programs and boot camps. This is one-on-one mentorship. The best way to learn anything is one-on-one mentorship. One of my close friends, he got a big business, a shoe business. He'll sell to the stores, Champs, Foot Locker. He sell to them. So I wanted to start my own shoe business. I started restoring shoes. Who you think I reached out to? My homie. That's my mentor. So he got firsthand experience. Somebody that's done been there and done that. You only get experience from making bad moves. So if you want to fail, fall on your face for 2 years, okay, go do that. If you want to skip that 2 years of failing and get to the end off of wisdom, which is somebody else's, you learning from somebody else's experience, reach out, get you a mentor. The last thing I want to say is that when we get back to the skills, so we talked about the business acumen, the business skills, the regular skills, amazing too. So when it comes to communicating, my communication been off the charts. It was already immaculate, but now it's marvel. No, I'm just playing. But so the communication though, when you constantly on the phone, you got to think of it as like chess. You playing chess, or you playing like a mental workout. Imagine the Olympics, but mentally. That's what you're doing when you calling somebody. You calling chief procurement officers, CFOs, CEOs, managers. You calling all these salespeople. You calling all these smart people, funny people, all these different personalities. the last week, one day I made 200 calls. So I'm making 200 calls, talking to people. No matter what they tell me, I'm gonna overcome the objection like that. I'm gonna be able to respond like that. I'm building a relationship. I'm getting them to like me. So when it comes to building relationships, getting people to like you, it's amazing. Even in course careers, they teach you the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm gonna give you all free a few gems from that book just to give you an idea of the psychology and the mindset behind it. For example, if I say Tia, when you say somebody's name psychologically, that triggers cognitively, positively more than anything else. So if I say it's just like spirituality and energy. Like you see, I got the crystals on. So if I say, "Oh, I hate you, I love you," it's a different feeling you're gonna get from both of those. Of course, love is gonna feel better than hate. Tia is even more than love. If you say somebody's name, so if you say somebody's name, people love that. People love talking about themselves. That's why they say sales is like dating. It's like if I'm trying to get some know somebody, I'm gonna say, "Oh, okay, what you like to do for this? Okay, what you like?" They're gonna start talking about themselves. It's the same thing opening a prospect up. And another thing, people like appreciation when you give them your flowers. Oh, you did amazing on the video earlier today, T. I appreciate you. People like things like that when you showing appreciation. So I only know those things from that book that I got into from tech sales. So the overall skills from communicating to the mindset to the resilience, you're getting your teeth kicked in every day. You got to wake up, make it happen, have that dog in you every day. You wake up. Tech sales made me go harder in life because I might have 0 meetings for the week, and it's Thursday. I wake up that morning like, okay, that rising like, okay, I'm finna make it happen. Like I'm getting after it. So you think I'm finna get off work and chill? No, I'm getting off work. I'm going hard. I'm in the gym. I'm doing other businesses. I'm making content. I'm editing videos. So I feel like it just turned me up in life overall.
Same. I can definitely resonate with that because I feel like so much has came like after the fact, like after course careers, just the whole mindset that they teach you that they're about. And then you kind of take that with you. And then once you start meeting people that also broke into tech, it's like it's just this mindset that flows throughout, especially tech sales. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to become that resilient person through persevering through these moments where it's not always I'm not gonna for me it's not always fun to do the phone. I'm a very um like a laid back type of personality. And so it's not always fun doing the phone, but I do like talking to people. Like I like to like get people's story. I like to just have regular conversation. I genuinely want to help them. I'm genuinely curious about their situation. So you kind of get like that once you step into this realm. Now, everybody's call requirements are different. I don't want the 200 calls a day to scare people. That's just Zuri being an overachiever as he normally is. But um, I feel that most of these jobs, like for me, my requirement for dials is 40 dials a day. That's my requirement. Each job is going to have different ones. In my other role, when I just broke in, it was 80 to 100 dials, but I got a promotion in the role that I'm at right now, and it has like a different aspect to it. So that's another thing. Like, after the coaching sessions, I was able to break in, and it's like constant elevation. It doesn't stop there. So you're not gonna get the coaching and then land the role and just stay in that role. This is something that's gonna continue to grow you. You know what I'm saying? Year after year, you're evolving into the highest version of yourself. That's what this is about. And as you start to kind of like embark on that, as what Zuri is saying, in my opinion, is like you start evolving into that highest version of yourself. You start, seeing things a lot differently than before you even started this journey. Because I know I do. I feel a lot different than when I started. And I'm grateful. I'm like constantly in gratitude.
And another thing, the way I look at it, this is like you got to look at this like making play professional football or basketball because tech sales. the same way y'all watching this video, I don't watch videos before I got in, a year before I got in, 6 months, however long, and be like, man, like dang, they the chosen ones. Like I wish I could get to there one day. Like, dang, how they doing that? And now I'm looking at these same people a year later got the same amount of experience as me because they worked somewhere for 6 months and then took 6 months and then took a 10-month break and did it. So you can make it happen. Only thing that's stopping you is the amount of knowledge you have and the amount of energy you have. So if you got the energy, and when I say energy, I mean like the amount of power or force you got put towards something. So if you ain't going hard, like you know everything, but you just ain't applying yourself, you got the energy. You know where to put the energy, but you ain't putting it there. Other people, how I was, I didn't know what to do, but I had the drive. I had that dog in me, but I didn't know where to put it. So I was like, man, I wish it was just somebody that could just teach me everything, just do everything when it comes to be a mentor. And that's exactly what I do now. So if you want to get into tech sales, you know what to do. Reach out to us, and we will make that happen. So was there any last things? I think overall, tech sales changed my life. I love my career. I can say that wholeheartedly and mean it, and positively and ethically tell everybody you should get in 100%. If you think about it, you're on the fence. If you like talking to people, it's that simple. You will enjoy it. So, was there any other things you wanted to say before we wrap up, Tim?
No, I just wanted to say, like you said, like if you're on the fence and you happen to stumble across this video, just know that there's so many people just like you. Like I was there, he was there, we were watching videos trying to figure out like, is this for me? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Listen, it's worth the investment all the way, like hands down. Like it changed my life. Like I have this apartment that I have because of tech sales. I have the year before last was a horrible year for me. I didn't have a tree like for Christmas. I didn't have like just basic stuff because I went through life changes due to being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? That ebb and flow of entrepreneurship ain't no joke. And so if you have these skills, roll it into something that is sustainable for you, that you can continue to grow and grow and grow, and you can actually make a good career for yourself, your family, and just start to build yourself back up. Cause that's what it did for me. Like it helped me build myself back up and at a place where I was at rock bottom and I literally was at rock bottom. I didn't know what to do, what next move. I caught a few videos, watched them, took the course. I was, making connections on LinkedIn. I don't even know how Zuri found me, but I'm so glad that he did. And it's like I just never looked back. Like, and that's why, especially for single moms as well. I do want to talk about that really quick. Um, if you're needing something for work from home because you have kids or it's just you, this is a great career to get into. Like I have so much freedom. On my breaks, I can go get my kids from school. If they want me to go eat lunch with them, I can drive to school, eat lunch with them. And if I run over my time and lunch is over, I could just sit in the parking lot, connect my phone to the hotspot to my laptop at work if I wanted to. Like it is so much freedom, honestly, and it's worth it 1,000%. So I just wanted to like add that in there.
Y'all heard it here. The freedom, the money, the benefits, the skills, the business acumen, remote work, personal growth. Get in tech sales. If you think about it, you want to be in tech, just get in. You know how to get in. All you're gonna have to do is apply yourself. So come on, let's make it happen. We appreciate y'all watching. We hope y'all enjoyed this one, and then we're gonna get up with y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Okay, perfect. Okay,
Now
good,
me
good, good,
putting
good.
up